to see the screen now? Guys, are you still there?
Yes, we're still here.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you guys able to see? No. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, maybe I need to rotate my screen so you guys can see properly. And must be much better now, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Oh. Okay. So we're gonna start with question 2 over here, where we are required to simplify without using of the calculator. So in this type of question, calculator can only be used to verify if the answer is correct that you got, and also to help you calculate, like, let's say, for example, they give you 10 to the power of 2. In case you're not sure how much is 10 to the power of 2, you can put that on your calculator, so just do your fast. But and also to verify if your answer is correct, but you need to show how you got to the answer. You cannot just say, let's say, for example, if you had 10 to the power of 3, you cannot just say it's 1,000 or 10,000. You need to show how you got to 10,000. So you have to show that 10 to the power of 3 is the same as 10 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10. All right. So basically, when they say without using a calculator, they mean you shouldn't use it at all. But I'm saying that I used to use it just to check if my answer is correct, like my final answer, right? And first question over here, we have square root of 75 mn to the power of 19 divided by 12 m to the power of 5 n to the power of 3. Let's start with you, Zira. How would you answer this question? Or how would you simplify this? What's the first step? And it's just 3 marks, so it should be easy to complete.
Ma'am, what I would do first is I think I would just divide my exponents by 2. And
Divide your
then,
by 2. Your
yeah.
exponent 16 and 3.
But can you give me time to figure this one out? And then I'll come back to you.
All right, so Langeli is there? Langeli is there. How would you start with simplifying the expression?
Ma'am, please give me a moment, ma'am. I'm still calculating.
Busisi, where?
Ma'am, I'm also still working it out.
Give you a moment. And Grace, do you want to grace us?
Yes, ma'am. So I started off by saying 75 divided by 12, which
70,
gave me 3.
which gave you 3.
And then I said M1 M5 minus M1, which gives me M4, and then N19 minus N3, which gave me N16. But I wrote it like square root 3M16 over M4.
Over M4. Okay. And was that your final answer? Is it in square root? Yes. And what's your final answer?
Ma'am, I didn't get farther than that.
It didn't get further. Thank you, Grace. Do we have somebody who's done? Zira, Langelihle, Busisi, where are you guys done? Or you still need more moments?
Just give me a few more minutes.
A few more minutes. Okay. Everybody else?
I'm out in a few more minutes.
Okay, guys, let's get into it. Where's my marker? Hey guys, where's my marker? Oh, it's here. First thing first, we're gonna start with the square root over here. And Grace told us that 75 divided by 12 gave her 3. Did everybody else get 3 when they punched 75 divided by 12 on their calculators?
No, ma'am.
How much did you get?
I got 25 over 4.
25 over 4.
Yes, ma'am.
And how did you get, you just punched that on your calculator? Or did you,
Yes, I punched.
okay, or did you,
I punched it on my calculator.
or did you check some, a common factor for 20, for 75 and 12? What is the common factor? The highest common
Ma'am,
factor?
I did get it wrong. It's 6.5
Uh,
or
okay, cool. It's okay.
5.
All right. I'm asking what is the highest common factor for 12 and 75? 75 and 12. Let's do this.
It's
12,
3.
3.
3.
Okay. So 75 divided by 3 is how much?
It's 25 mn to the power of 19 over 4 m to the power of 19, and then 4 m5 and n to the power of 3.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And
Then, yeah, sorry. Can I just explain the equation because I figured it out?
okay, cool. You can.
And then what I got was 5 over 2, and then m to the power of a half, then n to the power of 19 over 2, then
Wait,
2, yes,
you get rid of the square root. So you are
yes,
having 25 to the power of 1 over 2, m to the
yeah.
power 2, n
No,
to the
ma'am.
what?
Yes, 19 over 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2
2.
m
Why
m
let's have it like
okay.
this so you don't confuse me. I ask you where did you get the 2? 4 to the power of 1 over 2 and m
5 over 2,
5 over 2
and then n to the power of 3 over 2.
and 3 over 2. Mhm. Do you want to explain to us why you did this?
I know it's from the exponent rules.
What exponent rule? What does the rule say?
The rule says if it's in a square, then you have to divide. Well, if it's in a cube root or some sort of root, you have to divide that to the exponent.
Okay, all right. Okay.
And then, what I got, ma'am, was 5
Mm-hmm.
m Yes, 5 m to the power of 1 over 2
Mm-hmm.
n to the power of 19 over 2.
Mm-hmm. Why do you sound like you're not sure?
I don't know. And then I got 2
Mm-hmm.
m to the power of 5 over 2,
Mm-hmm.
and then n to the power of 3 over 2.
To the power of 3 over 2. Yes.
Yeah, that was my answer.
Our final answer. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Zira. Let's give others chance. Let's see if they did it differently, and we can then wrap it up. We have somebody who did it differently. UCC, well, how did you do it?
Ma'am, so I divided I took 75 divided by 12, ma'am, which gave me ma'am 25 over 4.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And then I wrote the variables and the exponents. I kept them the same way, ma'am.
Them the same way. So what's your final answer? What do you have?
Ma'am, I have, ma'am, you want my final answer?
Is or the steps that you've taken, if they are not the zeros.
Yeah, ma'am, I don't think they are the same.
Okay, tell us how you did it.
So, ma'am, I divided 75 by with 12 by 12, and then I got 25 over 4. And
Everything,
then, ma'am, I rewrote the square roots with 25 over 4, but then I kept the variables and exponent the same way, ma'am.
so that means you have this step over here. Let me
Ma'am,
use
yes, I have the first one.
okay, let's use the Bible. Where's my thing? Yes, so you are
Yeah.
having right?
Yes, ma'am. And then, ma'am, I said, I separated them, ma'am. So I was like, the square root of 25 over 4.
Mm.
And then, ma'am, since the denominator has the most m's, so, ma'am, m to the exponent 5 minus 1, it gave me m to the 4. So then, ma'am, I also said the square root of m to the 4.
Wait. You lost me. What do I write?
Ma'am, write square root of 25 over 4.
Okay, 25 over 4.
And then,
Yes.
ma'am, like I put the dots that they use to indicate multiplication, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Because, ma'am, I'm separating them.
Mm-hmm.
So then, ma'am, I said square root of m to the 4. Since m to the 5 minus 1 is m to the 4, ma'am.
Square root m to the 4. Hey,
Yes, ma'am.
learning new things every day. Square root m to the 4. Okay.
And then, ma'am,
Hmm?
I said 19 minus 3, which gave me 16, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
So, ma'am, I also said like square root of n to the 16, ma'am.
Square root of m to the 16. Like
Yes,
this.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And then, ma'am, I got 5 over 2.
5 over 2.
And then, ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
since the square root of m to the 4 is m squared, ma'am. And then the square root of n to the 16 is n to the 4. So, ma'am, how I wrote it, I said 5n to the 4
5n to the 4.
over 2m squared, ma'am. That's how I wrote it.
5m to the 4 over. I'm just gonna write. That's your final answer, right? Let me write it here on the side. 5
n to the 4. No, ma'am, it's n over 2m squared, ma'am.
squared. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Zeba, I want you to prove if your answer is correct. Remember the method that I told you guys about of trying to prove if your answer is correct? Do you guys remember that? Guys, are you still here? Zira and Busisiwe, are you guys still here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool. So remember, you don't remember.
Ma'am, please repeat the question.
Do you guys remember the method or the method that I told you guys about on how to check if your answer is correct or not when you're simplifying?
Ma'am, I forgot.
Okay. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna pick your variable values. You can make your m be equal to 2 and your n equal to 2. Basically, you just choose any number, any natural number. It has to be any number from 2 to any number, right? And you must avoid using 0 and 1, okay? Because they don't really make changes sometimes, right? So you're going to choose any number from 2 to whatever number that you choose as your m value and your n value. So that means you have to have two numbers that are different, obviously. One must represent your m value and one must represent your n value. So for the first, you're gonna plug those two numbers that you have picked on this original um expression, and then you're going to plug them again here. Whatever that you get must be the same as what you get when you plug this one over here. Is that clear? And you over here. So let's say, for example, you choose your m to be equal to 3 and your n to be equal to 2. So your m equal to 3, your n equal to 2. So where you see M, you're gonna replace it with 3. Where you see M, you're going to replace it. Sorry guys. Where you see M, you're going to replace it with 3, and where you see N, you're going to replace it with 2, right? So this is what you're supposed to have. Do you guys remember this? 75, 3, 2 to the power of 19. 19 divided by 12. 12. That is, so who's having their mic unmuted? And 3. So basically, you're going to punch all of this on your calculator, and whatever that you get has to be the same as Zira when you are replacing your M with 3, your N with 3, your M with 3, N with 3. If you get a 16 for this, if you get a 16 here, then also there on your side, you have to get 16, and you over here, you should have a 16. Um, is anybody done calculating to check if theirs is correct or not? Langelite, did you test?
Ma'am, I'm trying to test now, ma'am.
Test, okay. Zira, Grace, did you check?
I'm still
Ma'am, I'm
busy.
busy checking.
Busy checking. Zira still busy. Um, on the other hand, let me show you. Let me show you how I would do mine. maybe here on the side. Let me just type this. If I were to write this paper and I'm having a square root of 75. Guys, I'm not sure what's happening. 75. N to the power of 19 divide. Oh no, guys, I'm not sure what's happening. Maybe I need to zoom in. Can you call that for me? Anybody?
Ma'am, I got an answer. My one does give me. So I got 64 for 75 m in to the power of 19 over 12 m to the power of 5 m to the power of 3. I got 640. And then for my answer, I also got 600.
Is it?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your answer over here? It's 5, that. Um, okay. Okay. Anybody else who got the same amount or same answer? 12. 12 m to the power of 4, m to the power of 5, m to the power of 3. It's 5 and 3, not 5 m to the power of 3. 3 like this. So this is our expression over here. So we're going to simplify them. So when we are simplifying, we are trying to make sure that it's in its very simplest form, that we can no longer simplify it. Okay. So Zira, your when I am just looking at it, I can simplify it further because I have m and m over here that can be simplified, right? Remember, when you are dividing, you add the exponents, right? So I can simply just divide the two and add the exponent or subtract if you are taking the other one up, this one up to the numerators. Same thing with the n. Okay, so that's it. Let's see. Now my first step is going to try and remove the square root. So to remove the square root, what I can do is to square everything to the power of 1 over 2, because when I remove a square root, I remove it with a power of 1 over 2. Okay, so this is what I'm going to have. In brackets, 75 m n to the power of 19 divided by 12 m to the power of 5 n to the power of 3, everything to the power of 1 over 2, because I just want to get rid of the square root. Okay, now if I have something like this, I can decide if whether I want to start by removing the brackets or work with whatever that's in the brackets, so that when I remove the brackets, I just have a few things to square to the power of 2, right? So I'm going to choose to simplify whatever that is in brackets, because I can simplify it, right? So that it's easier for me to remove the brackets. Is that clear? Now, you guys said the highest common factor of 12 and 75 is 3. So I'm just going to divide everything, not everything, but 75 and 12 with a 3, right? So let's start with 75. What is 75 divided by 3? Is 25. And 12 divided by 3 is going to be 4, right? And I have m that is to the power of 1, because we know that if it's just a variable, a letter, if it's just a variable and it doesn't have an exponent, we know that it's automatically to the power of 1, because remember, in maths, we cannot say 5 to the power of 1. We just say m, right? And if I have 1 m to the power of 1 as my numerator, but my denominator has m to the power of 5, I can just move m to the power of 1 down here. All right, I can move it down here. So remember, when you are dividing, you subtract the exponent. So if I'm moving the 1 down to the numerators here, that means it's going to be m to the power of what? M to the power of 5 minus 1, because we are going to subtract the exponent, right? When we are dividing. So I'm done with this one. And then my n, I have n to the power of 19, and I also have n to the power of 3, because I want to keep my my exponent positive. Remember, it is advisable for you to keep your exponent in a positive form, right? So 19 is greater than 13. So that means I'm going to move the 3 to the numerator. So I'm going to have n over here to the power of 19 minus 3, everything to the power of half. We're not forgetting to the power of half, right? Okay. Now I can simplify the 19 minus 3 and the 5 minus 5, because that can be simplified, right? By just looking at it, I mean, numbers can be added or subtracted, and you get like a solid answer. So in this case, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to remain with a 25 and a 4 over here, right? So I'm going to have 25n to the power of 16. Okay. And then because 19 minus 3 is 16, are we together? And then I'm going to have my n over here to the power of 5 minus 1, which is equal to 4. Everything to the power of 1 over 2. Guys, are you following? Are you
Yes,
still,
ma'am.
everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Busi?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Grace, are you also good?
Yes, ma'am.
And okay, fine. Now that it's simplified, my brackets, my whatever that's inside the brackets is simplified. I can take the 1 over 2 down. Remember, this 1 over 2 is going to multiply everything that's in the brackets. It's going to, sorry, guys, I didn't say that. The 1 over 2 that you're seeing over here is going to multiply every exponent in the brackets, okay? So it's going to multiply each and every exponent in this bracket. It's going to, do you guys get me? It's going
Yes,
to
ma'am.
each and every exponent inside the bracket. So remember, we have invisible one here, we have invisible one here, because they don't have anything. Remember, I just said when we have just a variable or just a number, we know it has an invisible to the power of 1. So if you're looking at the 25, that means we're going to have 25 to the power of 1, multiply it by 1 over 2, because I said everything or every exponent in the bracket is going to be multiplied by 1 over 2. And then we're going to have n to the power of 16 multiplied by 1 over 2, okay, divided by 4 to the power of 1 multiplied by 1 over 2, m to the power of 4 multiplied by 1 over 2. Are you guys following? So basically, this is how you do it. This is how you get rid of a square root that has the to the power. Basically, this is how you get rid of the what you call a square root. You're going to make sure that everything inside the square root or inside the brackets is their exponent is going to be multiplied by 1 over 2. Okay, if it's a square root. If it's a cube root, is going to be multiplied by 1 over 3. If it's a fourth root, it's going to be multiplied by 1 over 4. It's a fifth root, 1 over 5. If it's the nth root, it's going to be multiplied by n, 1 over n, okay? So just make sure that you keep that in your mind, okay? Okay, by just looking at this, we have 25 to the power 1 over 2, because 1 multiplied by anything, it's that very same number, okay? So we have a 25 to the power of 1 over 2, and then n to the power of 16 over 2, 16 over 2. Let me write my 4. Oh no, 4, and then 16 over 2. Okay, let me try 2. Okay, 16 over 2, and then I have 4 to the power of 1 multiplied by that, which is 1 over 2, and then I have m to the power of 4 over 2, because 4 multiplied by 1 over 2 is 4 over 2, okay? And then now I can just simplify. You see, this is where I say you need to make use of your calculator. If maybe, for example, you don't know what is 25 to the power of 1 over 2, this is where you use a calculator, not to put everything on your calculator and then you get your answer. Do you get it? Do you get me?
Yes, ma'am, we get you, ma'am.
So this is where I say, this is what I meant when I said I use a calculator. So I because then I didn't know what is 25 to the power of 1 over 2. I just put that on my calculator. Get what is it that 25 to the power of 1 over 2. Or does any one of you know what is how does the 1 over 2 work, to the power of 1 over 2 work? Like, can you just look at the number and say, okay, let's say, for example, we have a 64 to the power of 1 over 2. Do you guys know how much is that?
It's 8.
8.
It's half, ma'am. It's 32.
Half. So you see, so making use of your calculator, speed up the process. You kind of like eliminate more time that you used to do this, because you'll be trying to think, oh, what is actually 25 to the power of 1 over 2? 25 multiplied by what? See? So I think it's better to use a calculator on something like this, not the whole thing, right? So 25 to the power of 1 over 2 is equal to 5. And what is it? N to the power of 16 divided by 2 is 8. And 4 to the power of 1 over 2 is 2. And then m to the power of, is it 8? No, 4. 4 over 2 is 2. And this should be my final answer, because I don't think I can simplify it any further. And this is going to be my final answer. 5m to the power of 8 divided by 2m to the power of 2. And remember the thing is the values that we used when we were trying to check if our answers are correct or not. You can try to use those and check if this is correct. So you're just gonna replace n with 2 and m with 3. So it's going to be 5 open bracket 2, no, 3, 5, 3 to the power of 8, 2, 2 to the power of 2. I go. How much did you get, Vera? I know you mentioned 600 something.
Ma'am, I got 640.
For this one as well.
Ma'am, I see my mistake. I think It's supposed to be 5n to the power 4.
5n to the power of 4. 5,
Is it not?
sorry?
Is it not 5n to the power 4?
5n to the, you mean here?
Yes, ma'am.
It's 16 divided by 2, which we got from 16 multiplied by 1 over 2. Is it not supposed to be 8? What is 16 divided by 2? Is it not 8, guys? Oh gosh. Yes, it is 8.
It is.
Zira, what seems to be confusing you though?
There's nothing confusing me. I thought I did the wrong math, but it is correct.
Oh, so
And,
that's
and I did get 600.
okay. I thought you are correcting us with n to the power of 4. Okay. Did you guys check if this is the same as the one that the main one, which is that one where we substituted? This one. Were you guys able to check? Okay, no problem. Let's okay, before we move, do we have any question? Any question?
Not from me, ma'am.
Not from you. Langelihle, Grace, Busisi, where are you all good?
Yes, ma'am, I'm fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, that's good. Let's see. Um, wait, wait. Yes, we are on 2xy to the power of 0, k to the power of -2, close bracket, to the power of 2. So for this one, do we have somebody who wants to try it before I do it? Anyone? 3, 2, 1. Okay, no one. So for this one, we can start by simplifying whatever that's in the brackets, and then if there's nothing that can be simplified, then we move to removing the brackets. Okay. Um, let let's um let's start. Let's start. Remember, everything to the power of 0 is equal to 1. Okay. So when I'm just looking at it, I can already see that I can simplify whatever that's in the bracket. So 2x y to the power of 0 is 1. Okay. And then k to the power of minus -2, all to the power of 2, which can also be written as, remember, this one is going to multiply everything, right? So it'll be like 2x k to the power of -2 to the power of 2. This is going to be my second step, but I don't know why I wrote it there. So I have 2x k to the power of -2, close bracket, to the power of 2. So remember, when you are trying to get rid of the square root, I mean the brackets, and there's a square root outside the brackets, everything that's in the bracket is going to be, its exponent is going to be multiplied by whatever that's here. So this 2 that you're seeing here that I'm over highlighting is going to multiply each and every exponent in here. So we have to the power of 1 to the power of 1 to the power of -2. So this 2 that you're seeing over here, guys, is going to multiply each and every exponent in the brackets, okay? Even the ones and the zeros, okay? Close. And we have 2 to the power of 1 multiplied by 2, x to the power of 1 multiplied by 2, k to the power of -2 multiplied by 2, right? And then we're going to simplify. 2 to the power of 1 multiplied by 2 is 2. And then we're going to have x. 1 multiplied by 2 is 2. And then we're going to have k. -2 multiplied by 2 is going to be -4. Are we still good? Are you still following?
Ma'am, I disagree with your working out.
You disagree with my working out. Why?
Ma'am, because of the y. The y is still supposed to be there. You're supposed to do it to the power of 2.
No,
Because you have to work outside before you inside the bracket before you work outside the bracket, isn't it, ma'am?
it is. So what I did, Grace, do you see the step over here?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
I explained that anything to the power of 0 is equal to 1. That is why I'm having a 1 over there. That one is to show you that my y to the power of 0 changed into 1. Okay. And then in the next step, which is the second step over here, Grace, I said 1 multiplied by 2, 1 multiplied by x, 1 multiplied by k, because everything multiplied by each other in here. So I took away the 1 because everything multiplied by 1 is that very same thing. So there is no need for me to have the 1. Do you get it?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Do you understand why? So anything to the power of 0 is equal to 1. If they say y to the power of 0 multiplied by 64, you should know that your answer is going to be 64 because y to the power of 0 is 1 and 1 multiplied by any number is going to be that very same number. So that is why I just remained with 2x k to the power of -2. Okay? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? That's good. So this is my second last step, and my final step would be simplify the 2 to the power of 2. So my 2 to the power of 2 is equal to 4, and my x to the power of 2 is still remaining as x to the power of 2, and then my k will also remain as k to the power of -4. Okay. And this is going to be my final answer. Do you guys get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Let's look at 2.2 over here. They say simplify without using a calculator and write the answer in scientific notation. Let's start with you, Zira. How would you do this?
What I would do is I'd first hmm, I would first I don't I would first say the 10. I would subtract 3 from the 10 from the 5. So like the exponent 3 and uh the exponent of the 10, which is 5. And then I would get And I also divide 1.5 with the 5, which then I will get 2. So then my answer would be 2 times by 10 to the power of 2.
Like this.
No, 2 times by 10 to the power of 2, not the 5.
So I'm just gonna remove the 5 here. So you're saying 2 multiplied by 10 to the power of 2.
Yes, ma'am.
And the division,
Is it not divided?
this part over here.
So look, I already said that 1.5, right, divided by 5 is equal to 2.
Wait. Let me wipe this off and rewrite what you said.
Oh, sorry. Wait, let me check.
Grace, do you want to share with us something?
Ma'am, I don't understand the way Zahira is doing it because I'm doing it a different way and I'm getting a different answer.
Give us your way.
So, ma'am, I started off by figuring out the bracket by saying 10 to the power of 3 is equal to 1,000 in brackets, and then I said divided by 5 times 100,000. And then the first bracket is equal to 1.5.
Hmm?
And then the second bracket is equal to 500,000. And I was just about to work out what the answer was.
Okay. Okay.
Ma'am, I figured it out.
Okay. You want to
Okay,
share? Mm-hmm.
yeah. So, ma'am, I got 0.3, right?
0,
Times by 10,
0.3 times 10
and then it to the power of 2.
to the power of 2. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my answer, I think.
That's your final answer.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
my answer is 3 over 1,000.
3/1000. Okay, that's your final answer, Grace. Remember they said in scientific notation, um, I'll come back to you just to verify if that's your final answer. Remember, you can always try to check if your answer is correct by putting the whole thing on your calculator and what you have on your calculator. If it's equal, then you're good. If it's not, then you have to do more work. But then again, they said your answer must be in scientific notation. So that means you should have something multiplied by 10 to the power of whatever, right? Um, let's see. Langeli, I haven't called you in a very long time.
Yes, ma'am, you have it, ma'am.
Um, how did you do it?
Ma'am, first thing I did, ma'am, I I divided the 1.5 by the 5 in the other bracket. I divide those two together, and my answer was, yes, my answer was 1 comma 0. My answer was 1 comma 0. Then I divide the 10 by the 10 the other side. And
Mm-hmm.
my answer was, ma'am, I think all I did was wrong, ma'am.
Okay, what's your final answer?
Ma'am, my final answer was 1 comma 0 times 10 to the power of negative 3. I couldn't find any other answer.
Okay. Um, guys, let's try to do it like this. Um, oh no, I've left Busisi way. Busi, Busi. Okay, I'm not sure what's happening to Busi. Let's try to simplify. Um, what? This is how much? How many marks? It's 3. Let's try to simplify those. So it's like 1 comma 5 multiplied by 10 to the power of 3 divided by 5 multiplied by 10 to the power of 5. Okay. So if you have something like that, what is 1 comma 5 divided by 5?
It's 0, 3.
It's 0 comma 3.
Yes, ma'am.
So we have 0 comma 3. And then now, no, actually we have oh yes, 0 comma 3 because that's the whole thing. And then multiplied by, okay, so you see we have 10 to the power of 3 and also 10 to the power of 5. You guys see that?
Yes, ma'am.
When we are dividing the same base, what do we do to the exponent? Or what do we do with the exponent?
We subtract them.
Subtract. Even this and this, the same base.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. So that means we're going to have 10. What is 3 minus 5? 3 minus 5. So it's going to be 0 comma 3, multiply it by 10 to the power of 3 minus 5, which is equal to negative 2. So our final answer is 0 comma 3 multiplied by 10 to the power of negative 2. Are we happy?
Yes, ma'am.
How many of you got it correct? Okay, but do you understand now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, any question?
No, ma'am.
No question. Okay. Let's try to complete this last part and yeah. Solving for x. So the first one over here, they say 2x to the power of 3 over 2 is equal to 32. And I'm not sure if Busisi is still in here. Actually, let's see. Oh no, she's not in here. Okay. Um, let's go to Langeli. Langeli, what is the first thing or first step that we're gonna take from here? 2x, so for x, 2x to the power of 2 over 3 is equal to 32. What is the first thing that you can do here?
I think the first thing you do is divide both sides by 2.
Divide both sides by 2. You are absolutely correct. So we're going to have what? We're going to have x or no? We're going to have x to the power 2 over 3. To the power of 2 over 3 is equal to 32 divided by 2. What is 32 divided by 2? Is it 16?
Yes, ma'am, it's 16.
Okay. And next, what's going to be the next step?
Ma'am, aren't we done, ma'am?
Huh?
Ma'am, aren't we done, ma'am?
No,
Ma'am, aren't we done?
your final answer has to be x is equal to whatever. Somebody wanted to say something. Was it you, Grace?
No, ma'am.
Who was it? Was it Zira?
No, ma'am.
Guys, am I the only one who heard the voice? Or was it Langelita's background? Okay. Grace, what is the next step that you would take?
Ma'am,
Mm,
I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know which next to.
Okay. Um, Zira?
Ma'am, would I move the exponent 2 over 3 to the other side?
How do you move it?
I um I think we're going uh is it gonna change its I don't know, ma'am.
No, say it. Is it gonna be strange if what?
I mean, is it gonna change into a cube root or like a root?
Um, you know what we can do? What I would do if I was in your position. Remember these things over here? They were brought. They can be changed. Okay, they can be cancelled rather. They can be cancelled by square root or cube root. Ne?
Yes. Oh,
So,
ma'am,
mm-hmm.
ma'am, could it be like you know how 16 how 4 cubed is equal to 16? Wait, no, wait, what? No, wait. I think it's 2. Wait, I'm not quite sure now. I don't know, I forgot.
Okay. All right. What I can do, Zira, if I was in your position, I would introduce a cube root to both sides. So I'm gonna have a hey, what's that? Oh, sorry. I'm gonna introduce a cube root, x to the power of 2 over 3 equals to cube root of 16. What is cube root of 16?
Now it gives me 2 comma 5 2 if I
2,
simplify it.
2,5. Okay. Um, so you see, you are having a cube root, and this is what you wait, what? Mm, wait, guys. Wait, I think I'm doing it wrong because when we are trying to remove this, we are trying to remove the whole of this. Okay. Um, um, Zira, okay, I'm gonna ask you on your calculator to type this now. What is it? 2/3. 2 2/3 multiplied by 1 divided by 2/3. Can you type this on your calculator? Tell me if you're getting one.
Ma'am, I'm getting 4/9.
4/9.
Ma'am, I got 1.
You did the very same thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Langelihle and Zira, try to redo it and let's see.
Ma'am, I got 1.
Thank you, Langelihle.
Ma'am, I'm
Zira
getting 1/9.
is 2/3 multiplied by 1 divided by open bracket 2 divided by 3 close the bracket. Is it like that?
Is it 2 multiplied?
Yes. 2. Did you add it?
I said 2/3 times by open bracket a half divided by 3.
No. 1 divided by open bracket 2/3. Okay, so that means the answer is going to be 1. So now on your calculators again, I need you to punch Grace 2/3 um 16. Are you able to press this or punch this on your calculator?
I get 64.
You got 64.
Ma'am, I don't think my calculator can, what's it called, do that.
Can do it. Um which calculator are you using?
A Casio.
A what?
A Casio.
But you're able to press that square that square root and it has I think it has something like this.
Oh, I found it.
Okay. No. Are you now able to press this?
Yes, ma'am.
And how much do you get? 64?
I'm just finishing to check, ma'am.
Langelise?
I also get 64.
64. Okay, cool. So what you can do is to introduce, I don't know what to call this guy's name. Because usually it's just, I'm sure you guys are used to like fourth root, cube root, whatever. It's 2 third root. Yes. 2 third root. Okay. So you're going to introduce a 2 third root to both to both terms. To both x to the power 2/3 and the 16 because we want to get rid of this 2/3 here Okay, so we want to get rid of the 2 over 3 there. So, let's see. So we're going to introduce a 2 root of, we're going to introduce the 2 root, so x to the power of 2 over 3. Okay, is equal to 16 root. Okay, so you guys said you got a 64 when you were multiplying this. Okay, now let's try to work this one out. So this one is the same as x to the power of 2 over 3, multiply it by, remember we said it's 1 divided by the whole thing that's here. Okay, if it's 2, sorry, if it's 2 it's 1 over 2, if it's 3, 1 over 3, if it's 4, 1 over 4. But because here we already have a fraction, so that means it's going to be 1 over that very same thing, which is 2 over 3. So it's 1 divided by 2 over 3 now, which can be swapped. So that is what? 2 over 3 multiplied by 3 over 2, because 1 divided by 2 divided by 3 is the same as 3 divided by 2. So they can be swapped. Ne? Ne, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So you can say multiplied by 3 over 2, but I'm not sure if it's going to confuse you if you say 3 over 2, or would you guys prefer having 1 over 2 over 3, or would you guys think it's better to have 3 over 2? So this will cancel this. Then we have x being equal to 64. Now, and then let's try to check another. This is our final answer. Let's try to check another way of doing it. Let's try to because we are trying to get rid of the 2 over 3, the exponent over here. We can just introduce an exponent of multiplying both the exponents of x and 16 with a 3 over 2, because we want to get rid of the 2 over 3 over here. So let me just write it over here. I have x to the power of 2 over 3 is equal to 16. So what I can do is to introduce what? Introduce a 3 over 2 so that I can cancel that. So it's x 2 over 3, close bracket, 3 over 2 equal to 16 to the power of 3 over 2. See? So remember I said this exponent over here is going to multiply the exponent, all the exponents inside the bracket. So I'm going to have x to the power of 2 over 3 multiplied by 3 over 2 equal to 16 to the power of 3 over 2. And what do I have? This will cancel that. X is equal to 16, 3 over 2. What is it? What is 16 to the power of 3 over 2? So it's the same as 16 to the power of 1.5. How much is it? How much is it?
64.
64. So our x is equal to 64. Are we happy?
Yes, ma'am.
Good, good. Um, okay. Let's see. Mm, let's look at B. Did you guys try to do it? Anybody? Langeli Claire? Let's hear you.
I'm doing it now.
Doing it now. Angelique. Um, Grace.
Sure, mom, I'm doing it right now.
Doing it now. Um, Zira, let's do it together.
So here I live, ma'am.
Okay, cool. Who's in here? Is it Grace? Do we have Grace? Do we have Grace and Langelite? Let's do it together here. What is the first thing that you think has to be done here? What is the first thing that you guys think needs to be done here?
Ma'am, I'm not sure where to start.
Okay, if you are required to solve for a variable, x in this case, and your x is an exponent, you have to make sure that your bases are the same so you can work with exponents, right? So if the bases are the same, then we can work with exponents, right? So we're going to try and check to see if we can maybe, Grace, try to check if we can convert the 8 so that it has a 0.5 to the power of something, or change the 0.5 so that it has 8 to the power of something. Do you get it?
I can try, ma'am.
Yeah. So which one do you think we can change? 8 or 0.5?
I think we can change 0.5.
Then it's what? 8 to the power of?
Pardon?
Then it's 8 to the power of what? Convert 0.5 to the power of. Grace, are you still there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm still here.
Uh-huh.
I think I changed my mind. I think we can change the 0.8.
The 0.8. Mm-hmm.
And I think it will be 0, let me just work it out.
Okay. Langelinhle.
Ma'am, may I please ask you a question, ma'am?
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, what if you have changed both of them, ma'am?
You can change both if you can. What do you think we can change them to? Remember, the main aim is just to make sure that you have the same base.
Ma'am, I think you can change them to 2 because I tried changing 0.5 to 2 by turning it into half, turning into 1 to the power of 2. And that 1 to the power of 2 gave me 2 over -1, ma'am. And I could change the 8 to a 2 as well, ma'am. So I think we might be able to change both of them to 2, ma'am.
Change both of them to the 2. So it's going to be 2 to the power of 3 for 8 and 2 to of what for 0.5.
2 to the power of -1, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, I don't know for sure, ma'am, but I'm just saying, ma'am.
To the power of -1. Grace, I'll just come to you.
ma'am,
Just hold on. What is 2 to the power of -1? What is 2 to the power of 1? -1. Langeni, so
Now I got the answer because normally when I see a fraction as a half, ma'am, I normally turn it into 2 to the power of -1, ma'am. So I thought I could do it here, ma'am.
oh no, no. So you have to make sure that whatever that you do gives you a 0.5 or gives you an 8. Ne?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Grace.
So I decided to change them to 0.125, and then for the 0.5 to get it to 0.125, I said 0.5 to the power of 3, and then for the 8 I said 8 to the power of -1.
So you said you changed them to 0.12, 0.25.
0.125.
0.125. So that means you are basically saying that your base is going to be 0.125 to the power of something equals to 0.215.
Ma'am, I said 8 -1 is equal to 0.5 to the power of 3, x plus 1. So my base is going to be 0.125.
So you're saying your base is going to be 0.125. So remember, if you're saying your base is going to be 0.125, you should have a 0.125 to the power of something. Then the whole thing that I just said now has to be equal to 8, right? And then again, you should have a 0.125 to the power of something has to be 0.5. Do you get it? Then you can say that your base is 0.125. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Good. Is that what you did?
Not really, ma'am.
What did you do?
Ma'am, I just said 0.5 to the power of 3x plus 1 is equal to 0.125 x plus 1. And then for the 8, I said 8 to the power of -1 is equal to 0.125 to the power of x.
Okay, okay, okay. I guess then we'll do it next time with everybody in the lessons so I can pick up their minds as well. Um unless if Langelite, would you like to give it a try again?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay, cool. So what I'm gonna need from you guys in the next lesson that we're gonna have next week, you should try to figure out which base can we make for 8 and 2 to solve for x. So I've given you the heads up or the lead on how to go for this one. Or you can do it with your friends at school and then come and tell us how your friends did it there. Do it together at school with your friend and then come share with us how you did it. Is that clear? So the first thing, remember, first thing when you're having something like this, you need to make sure that the bases are the same. You have to make sure that if you have 8, you should have 8 as well. Then you can say x is equal to x plus 2. If your 8 is your base. If you have 8, and then you know how to convert the 0.5 to 8 to the power something, or maybe if you know a number that you can convert both of them to, like let's say for example, how was it? I'm not sure if it was Grace or it was Langelique that said we can convert two, we can use 2 and 2. So we can change both of them to be 2. So we have 2 to the power of whatever and 2 to the power of whatever being equal to 8 and that. Then from there we carry on with it. Okay, but otherwise, do you guys have a question for me or regarding the other questions that we did?
No, I don't have
No,
a
no.
question.
Question. Okay, that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Did you guys take a screenshot of this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.